I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes.
What is that supposed to mean?
I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime.
Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are.
Let's go, girl! Bring it on!
Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Your reason for suspecting Gay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu.
Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu.
Ah, look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu.
Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu.
Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Cochin.
Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of.
Rebuttal! We had a butt once, and we'll have a butt again.
Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight.
Hold it! They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us.
Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl.
Good.
In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into the embassy.
Hold it! The confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire, and that it was always burning since the world's been turning?
A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claimed to have seen that person start the fire.
Humph. It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears.
Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu.
Hold it! Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer.
No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Cochin for the key.
I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need.
She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key.
Okay, that's going to definitely be our thing. Let's press it and see what more we can squeeze out of it. So you're claiming that Kane knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents?
As stated in the calling card, the Yatagarasu was out to steal a dirty secret. Which means that the goal tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents.
You have it all wrong! Oh, it was the fake that sent that card!
Your words are meaningless. If you are truly innocent, then let's see some proof.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I leave it to you to handle this. I mean, you know, I'm innocent, but you got something right? Yes, I'd rather you did. The Yatagarasu's goal, huh?
You can claim she's innocent, but you can't change the facts I've already outlined.
Other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. That's true. Okay. Regarding smuggling, she wanted to steal documents. So, regarding those, the smuggling of Babalese ink, it appears to point to Mr. Cochin. But I don't think presenting those is going to be contradictory for her currently. Two countries share this building with borders. Yeah. To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. I wonder if that was written in Babaley's ink as a thing. Just spitballing as we look at the evidence that we have. The body wasn't badly burned by the fire. That's relevant, but not yet. The game is definitely leading it towards being this statement. And it's probably either the key or the papers themselves. Let's present the key and just see what happens. We'll take the hit if it's wrong. Agent Shih-na, I regret to inform you, but there was a flaw in your logic. Oh, good. I think I got a little lucky here. Oh? Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. That's true. If they killed him, and then why would they not get the key and open the safe? By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all.
Perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him.
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact.
Need, reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death.
Objection! But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act.
Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes.
Ooh, what?
Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars.
Kay, why were you dabbling in the knives?
The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument.
That is your definitive evidence?
You see now that she is definitely the killer, right?
No! Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear! And you came in here because you were chasing the suspicious person? That's right, I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Whoa! Ah! Who's there?
This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream, and when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her.
So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon?
I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it.
But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me... That's right, because Kay's wearing gloves, so her prints wouldn't get on it.
You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go?
I don't know, but I know they came in here.
That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't.
Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that.
Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument, if you can.
Don't worry, I can, and I will. Okay, so this is definitely, I think, going to have something to do with the fact that the knife handle is pristine, because I suspect they killed it with one knife and then swapped the handle out and put another one on, maybe making it look like one embassy did it when the other one did. Well, let's press through and see what shakes out.
The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife.
The blade, yes. Does this mean that you already have the results back?
We have confirmed that the shape of the Barbalese knife's blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensics teams with your own bad ones where you hire tiny silly girls who are bad at them.
I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit.
If you can prove me wrong, please, by all means, go ahead.
That has been my intention all along. Now let us return to your testimony.
The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding.
Hold it!
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes?
I was also on the search for the Atagarasu. When I heard that girl scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with the knife in her hands.
But I already told you, I only came in here because I was also after the Atagarasu. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. But when I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights, and then you found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet.
How many times do I have to tell you we can't trust the words of a suspect?
The only thing you'll accept is evidence, is it?
That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there is one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again.
I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim.
But the ones in the display rack don't have handles. Ask that you please refrain from speculation.
It is a sound hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate.
Miles Edgeworth, you know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now, but her hypothesis was factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for? Yes, you are correct. Thank you. Helping a subordinate out with his advice is the job of any good superior. She seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Agent Shih-na, please continue with your testimony.
The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other.
Hold it!
About the 3-piece set, is there really no other like it?
Let's ask Ambassador Paleno for more details, shall we?
The knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Barbara, engraved on them. Because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable.
The national symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design.
Along with Alabasta, I expect the countries only have 3 knives each.
I see.
Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument.
Hold it!
No, I believe there is still room for debate, and I'll thank you not to decide that for me.
I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at reality the way it is.
Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses?
My glasses are not rose-colored. They are black.
Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you. Perhaps, but our definitions of reality are a tad different.
Are the two of you done chatting?
Agent Shih-na's proof is the Babalese knife that Kay was allegedly holding.
Yeah, so, how are you gonna prove that Kay didn't do it, sir?
If Agent Shih-na wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here, then I must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder.
But do you have such evidence, sir?
Yes, there's one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me. And I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Shih-na.
Okay, so knife wound the blade is fine. Now for the butterfly weapon handle is the murder weapon. I think it's this statement. Let's check this out. Yes, let's inspect.
There's a lot of skilled detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it.
I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir.
I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, Detective.
Can we take it off? Let's look at the blood.
So this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade.
Well, I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days. But knives that we use to kill are always the hardest for me to bear.
Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it.
Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, huh, sir?
Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow.
Alright, is that it? I was hoping we'd get, like, extra evidence on. I feel like we just present this.
Objection!
So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth?
What are you getting at?
I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon.
It wasn't the real murder weapon?
This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go?
Oh.
As you can see, the Babalese knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay.
Okay.
Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it!
Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing?
I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer.
What is this mark on here?
It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means?
No, not me. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar.
And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly Not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. Is it just the embassy guide? That's what I'm leaning towards. That we literally just show off the embassy guide and explain to her.
Take that!
You can't be serious.
It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabasta. In other words, this blade is from one of the Alabasta ornamental knives.
Ah!
This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babalese in origin. But as you both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Shih-na?
After the fire had broken out.
That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer.
Is she bald? What's going on here? Oh, way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory! Huh? Hey, why is everyone so quiet?
I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here?
Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over, rather we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run. Now that's the way a real great thief operates.
Okay.
Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did, yeah?
Not really, but...
Come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight.
Would you care to elaborate?
I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu.
That again? How many times do I have to explain it to you? I'm the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay?
Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing?
The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is a most elegant proof.
Miss Shih-na!
Yes,
I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief, Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can.
it's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that.
Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Shih-na. Let me share something with you, too, as a token of appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? Well, I guess we better get going. Going to where? To the Kingdom of Alabasta. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth! As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt! Understood. To be continued. Well, find out what happens next time as we enter the mysterious country of Alabasta, which probably looks exactly the same but flipped slightly because it's in the same building. See you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Press those buttons. See you next time. Bye for now.